So the combat achievements have been released in RuneScape 3 for quite a few months now. I initially postponed doing them, but I kind of want to reach this threshold to unlock the Ward's Blessing 3. I initially thought it was cosmetic rewards only, because that's what it says, like cosmetic over there. I was like, oh, okay, like there's these auras also, but no, there's these Ward Blessings that you can unlock. So let's say you no longer require a kill count for God Wars Dungeon 1 specifically, right? In old school, you have like, if you complete Elite, Master, Grandmaster, you get less and less and less kill count that you need. But in here we have, you know, God Wars Dungeon 3. So God Wars Dungeon 1 is like, yeah, it's been a long time since it was released. But actually, there's no more kill count for God Wars Dungeon 2 if you have the other unlocks unlocked. So it's reduced by 50%. Yes, the God Wars Dungeon 2, the reputation, right? I got unlocked all maximum reputation on all of the bosses. So this one, if you go like unlock more and more kill count, reduce required Zaros kill count by 50%. And if you stack up with the unlocks from the masteries, you essentially, literally, do not need any kill count for any of the God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses. It's just a nice thing, like if you're camping these for like, you know, 30 hours or something, it's, yeah, you don't need a kill count anymore. If I click start, it will stay at 200 for all of them. On the stream, I was doing some of these combat achievements, and I had to kill a bunch of different bosses because I was picking the easier achievements to do, you know, like God Wars Dungeon 1, some King Black Dragon, some Giant Mole. And I noticed that Chaos Elemental, so this was completely random, this is not even like related to combat achievements. I noticed Chaos Elemental has only 17,000 life points, which is very low. It's like almost like a regular NPC. I believe any Slayer monster past 99 Slayer has like more life points than Chaos Elemental. So let's say like Abyssal creatures have like 22,000. I think even Dark Beasts have like something like 20,000 or something like that. And I was like, wait, couldn't I just like fully AFK Chaos Elemental? Like I'm very sure I can sustain myself like that. That's not a problem because the guy barely hits you. But will he teleport me like super far away or something, and I will not be able, you know, then he spawns, he doesn't see me because I'm like super far away. Well, turns out you can pretty much fully solo Chaos Elemental, just fully AFK. There was no combat achievements that I have to do with this one, but I wanted to get a pet because the pet drop rate, let me just check it real quick. The base drop rate for Chaos Elemental pet is 1 in 2,500, but because this is RuneScape 3, you get thresholds. So the more kill count you get, the more common the pet gets. So it can go up to as low as 1 in 250. You see, every 500 KC, I think it halves the drop rate of the pet. So at 500, at 1,000, at 1,500, like, you know, like if you reach 1,500, you know that the pet drop rate has been increased. Now, technically, there's only one unique drop that you can get from Chaos Elemental, which is the pet. But if you click on the collection log, you can see that there are 30 items that you can receive. Yes, you can receive like statues, one hammer from Chaos Elemental, but nobody does this. You can get these drops from Revenants, and they will actually show up on the Chaos Elemental like collection log as well. So you could just kill Revenants for the whole collection log pretty much, and then just go for the pet as the final drop. So choosing Necromancy, I believe melee would be slightly better because you would actually get very close to the Chaos Elemental, and that means closer to the spawn. But Necromancy does not have as high range as range or magic, so you get fairly close to the spawn also. And I just kind of AFK'd. And I AFK'd this thing for like the whole day, I believe. And then the next day a little bit as well. I think the average kill count was like 80 KC an hour. So as you do this for 10 hours, you get 800 KC. If not closer to 100 KC an hour. I wasn't really tracking, but something like super quick. And at almost 2,200 KC, I received the Ellie pet. But the collection log is not fully completed because I'm still missing Vesta's longsword. I have to do Revenants for these ones because, yeah, it's super bad from Chaos Elemental. Look at the drop rates for all, like even Corrupt Dragon Battle Axes. 1 in 28,000 for all of them. It's weird. You would think like, oh, it's a boss and this is what you're supposed to, like, the proper way to get the statues and Zuriels. But no, it's actually, I'm actually thinking, okay, let's go for Vesta's longsword. This should show, yeah, see from, oh my god, it's actually still so bad. Revenant Dragon 1 in 10,000, but it's like, yeah, Chaos Elemental is almost as bad as Revenant Imp. So you would kill like Revenant Imp, like, oh, here we go, Vesta's longsword. It's pretty much the same from Chaos Elemental. Alright, so we are missing one item on the collection log, and if I complete this fully, the reward is you are granted the ability to use the title of Chaos. So the Dux of Chaos, I guess, instead of the Queen Slayer, it could be. So I got the Chaos Elemental pet, and I was a little bit sad. I was like, oh man, this was so cozy, it was so nice AFK. Is there like anything else that I could AFK? And then I noticed Kree'arra. Oh my god, Kree'arra is so easy because they also drop like big bones, and those ambiances drop bones, so you can use like a bone crusher to restore your prayer, so you can have like infinite prayer, and I'm very sure you can just sustain yourself with like soul split. The pet drop rate is 1 in 5,000. I already had over 2,000 KC. Yes, if you're doing the hard mode, the drop rate of the pet is only 1 in 1,000. And it can go as low as 1 in 100 if you get enough kill count. So the hard mode Kree'arra was interesting because you could AFK it, but sometimes you couldn't. Sometimes you get a lot of damage because the way this works, so it spawns like a regular boss, you know, just like a regular Kree'arra, like starts attacking you. And then after like 20 seconds or so, it will go in the middle and it will release these storms, these whirlpools, like gonna go all over the room. And if you stand in them, you will receive 2,300 damage. So if you're unlucky AFKing and like there is one whirlpool in the corner and you're just standing there, you're just gonna die like super quick. So that's the thing, like it's AFKable. It's super nice. It's like 20 minutes, like no problem. And then you're like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Like very rarely you usually die because the boss itself like pushes you away. And if you use this like door corner thingy, very rarely any whirlpools go inside there. So it was actually almost fully AFKable. You just had to use like the penance aura for prayer. I think there's a clock somewhere on the screen when I got the Chaos Elemental pet. Like 40 minutes later, when I got it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do Kree'arra. 40 minutes later, I get the Giant Feather, which is the Chikara pet. So I completed the full collection log for Kree'arra also, which also means I've completed every single collection log for God Wars Dungeon 1 specifically, not counting next. So this is Ileana. I got so lucky, honestly. I think this is what I've done 32-hour live stream. Only this amount of KC. There we go, 2,600 for General Grandor, completed fully. Kirill Tsutsoroth, 2,800. Oh, so this actually was more KC than Kree'arra. Because for Kree'arra, I would kill Aviances, like when I would get a Slayer task. And I would, like, if I would get Greater Demons, I would kill Kirill Tsutsoroth because it's, like, so easy. And then we have Kree'arra. Oh my god, the legendary pet is picking up with Black Dragon. I'm currently doing the King Black Dragon because it's also AFK. Yeah, 2,400 plus 400. Almost tied with Kirill Tsutsoroth for the full collection log. So just as I was getting cozy AFKing some bosses, I got the pet and now I had to find another boss to kill. And that boss was Hermod. So when Necromancy was released, they released two bosses, Hermod and Raziel. Raziel is like for advanced people, and Hermod was just like an introductory to Necromancy, I would say. The problem with this boss is that if you take too long to kill it, it will become immune to the damage because it will spawn these minions and you gotta kill these minions. I guess it's not too bad because you can use like area, what's it called, the AoE abilities, you know, where it hits like multiple enemies. However, with just regular Revolution++ bar, I could usually get times at 42 seconds or so. And yeah, that meant that the boss was fully AFKable. And for this boss, I actually used a legendary pet. So legendary pet can pick up the drops that you get, but it has like a cooldown. So if you're doing like Slayer, it will not pick up all of the Slayer drops because it has like a cooldown of like 10 seconds or 7 seconds or something like that. But it was perfect for Hermod. I could not do this for Chaos Elemental because I needed to have full inventory so he does not unequip my items. For Kree'arra, I think he would have just started picking up weird items like, I don't know, from like Aviances that he killed from those minions. But for this boss, it was just this boss. It was just a drop that I get and it would just pick them up every single time you kill the boss. So it was nice because you could fully AFK this for 15 minutes and had only 3 collection logs in or 3 items in the collection log. So the pet, some twigs, I don't even know what that is. Just get one for like a quest, I think, or something. And Hermod plate. The pet drop rate was 1 in 1,000 from this boss with a threshold of 400, I believe. So as I reach 1,200 KC, which is my 3rd threshold now unlocked, now the pet drop rate has really increased. Like 2 kills later, or like 3 kills later, I get the pet. Hermod. Yep. I'm not sure the KC an hour. I think it was like 60 KC an hour or so. So I actually had to spend 20 hours or so at this boss before I got the pet. But it was nice. and relaxing. So, got 3 pets in 2 days, baby. I guess that is all for this video, just AFKing some KBD right now. Okay, I really want to get back into this video making and potentially streaming. It is so difficult though. So I'll try my best, okay? Okay, don't say anything. Just upload and just don't say anything. Okay, bye.